to the guys this week?
Well, I've been pleased with practice. We've come in and really competed, and that was the goal this week. After what happened in the second half against Penn State, going back and watching that, we gave ourselves an opportunity with the first half, especially the first 12 possessions. I think 10 of them we gave up shots that we wanted to give up, as far as mid-range contested shots and guys that we were going to live with out in the perimeter based on having to be in the paint and packing in against some of their bigger players. We missed 7 free throws and had a 5-point deficit. So, we did a lot of good things, I thought, in the first half, especially early. And then second half was, I thought, our worst performance of the year as far as an effort standpoint, going back and hanging our heads. So, try to put them in adverse situations and get after it and compete at a high level. And I thought our guys did that.
What do you make of kind of the runs that opponents have gone on you guys? What do you make? Is that an effort thing? Is that a shot selection thing?
It's been, I'd say, we've had empty possessions. We've had shots where we've tried to go into challenge bigs at the rim. We're getting our shot blocked way too much. What that does, we either fall down when we go into the paint, which gives them obviously advantage numbers-wise coming down to transition. A block shot's like a turnover, and gets a team out in transition. It gets them confident, and we've had too many of those where we try to do it by guys trying to do it by themselves too much, as opposed to trusting and continuing to move the ball. Now, that being said, we've had some really good possessions where the ball just didn't go in the hoop throughout some of those stretches as well. Again, I've talked about this a lot with our group. I've been really pleased with the effort. With the exception of the second half against Penn State. I do think we're competing. I do think we're out there playing together for the most part. But you have to eliminate the runs. We're just not right now, in a position to give up, 10-0 run or a 16-4 run and be able to recover from it.
It seems like despite the results, those first halves, matching the intensity in the first halves and executing the game plan and everything like that has been pretty consistent. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I've been pleased with the way our guys coming in and working, especially through a very difficult stretch where we've lost 7 games in a row. You don't always have that. Guys come in and they start counting down the days to the end of the season. But our guys have continued to come in and work. They've been attentive in film sessions. They've taken the criticism well, and they've carried it over on the practice court. Now it's just a matter of going out and playing a complete 40-minute game. Which we've had very good stretches of basketball, but when we let our guard down or don't get back in transition for a couple possessions or try to challenge a big at the rim, that's what starts runs. We have to play perfect for 40 minutes to have a chance.
What have your conversations with Cam been like this week?
They've been fine. They've been good.
And you said packing the paint is going to be another key, like you did the first time you played Iowa. Is that something you've worked on in practice, particularly this week?
Yeah, that's important every time we step on the floor. It's just the makeup of our roster right now. I think we're last by a pretty wide margin as far as block shots at the rim. If you have a guy that can erase mistakes in the paint and at the rim, you can get out and extend your defense a little bit more. But the way we're built right now, we really have to try to pack it in and help in the paint and try to have late contests on the perimeter. And I thought we did a really good job executing that the first time we played against Iowa. They missed some shots, there's no doubt about that, but Luka Garza, in my opinion, is the best big in the country right now. So you have to do everything you can to try to slow him down. I thought we did a great job, and he's still at 18 and 16. So he's a heck of a player, and we're going to have to try to do the best job we can to keep him off balance.
Frederick didn't play the first time. How does his presence kind of change what you can do offensively?
Yeah, Frederick can really shoot the ball. He's a heck of a player for a young player in this league, and the percentages he's shooting as a freshman are pretty impressive. Garza, he attracts so much attention that it's going to open up shots for their perimeter guys, and he's done a great job knocking them down.
And you said that practices have been pretty hard. What's a hard practice look like? I mean, what do you try and do to
Yeah, it has been hard. It's been a hard week. It had to be a hard week based on the way that game ended against Penn State the other night. The thing you look at with your team is how they approach it, and they've approached it very well. Nobody came in here, and if we didn't get back in transition, we got them on the line and we ran. And if I didn't like the competition or the communication, we got them on the line and we ran them. And it's just the way things are right now. When you have a disappointing performance and you have a week to prepare for the next one, is the only way to get yourself out of it is come out and compete at a high level in practice, and I've been pleased with that. Will that carry over to the game this week? We'll see. But we got 2 of the tougher games we're going to play this year on the road at Iowa and at Maryland. So, again, it's going to take a full 40-minute game, for us to have a chance.
with the week off, does it feel like a reset? Did you guys get to do that mentally this week at all?
No, I don't think so. Again, what it gave us an opportunity to do is get back in the practice court. You just don't have a lot of time to do that at this time of year. With having to take one mandatory day off, and then we compete pretty hard 2 days out, and then go a little bit lighter the day before the game. So this did give us an opportunity to get out and compete at a high level.
Anything else for Coach?
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Coach.